Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a cryptid encounter video on the Beasts of Bladenboro. There's some discrepancy if there's one or two, so I put beasts, plural. Most times cryptids are content with allowing themselves to be occasionally glimpsed or leaving tracks or some other innocuous and insubstantial evidence of their passing. Lately they started getting hair samples and finding out it's a bear or whatever. Then there's the ever popular inconclusive results for DNA testing. Yeah. In January of 1954, a cryptid burst onto the scene in Bladenboro, North Carolina, which made a significant splash by murdering dogs. Yeah. Murdering dogs. For those of you who don't know, North Carolinians love their dogs. Everybody loves their dogs, but most dog owners do. But in North Carolina, it's taken to a whole new level. I've seen North Carolina hunters put their wives in the back seat so a favorite hunting dog can ride up front. I've seen all-out murderous brawls break out over an insult to a favorite dog. They love their dogs. You want to insult a North Carolina hunter? Insult his dog. Not his wife or family, his dog. I've seen it firsthand. Before I get into this, this is going to be a different kind of cryptid story. But before I get into this, let me, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you'd hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on social media, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there. I like to think I write good stories that make you think. I wrote a 3-book science fiction Western series called Drifters. I wrote a fun story about a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. It's called The House Off Farrago Road. I've got 2 of them written so far. I'm working on the 3rd. They're science fiction, futuristic space warfare type thing. It's a study of humanity from an alien perspective. As I said, I'm working on the 3rd. The first one is Vanguard 1. The second one is Task Force Terminus. And I wrote a political fantasy called The Righteous President. Hope you get them, and I hope you like them. The Beasts of Bladenboro, people had reported stuff for years, but nobody had really taken it seriously until it started killing dogs. So here we go. Since North Carolinians, especially the hunters, love their dogs. When these dogs showed up dead, the North Carolina hunters were outraged, and rightly so. Somebody come after my dog, I'd be, yeah. Anyway, these dogs had their skulls crushed flat and their tongues chewed out. Upon cutting the carcasses open, it was discovered that the dogs had been almost completely exsanguinated, drained of blood. This prompted local newspapers to call the cryptid a vampire beast, a vampire killer, or the bleeder beast of Bladenboro. The sheriff called the cryptid a mad wolf, but few bought that. Everyone basically was thinking the same thing, vampire. Posses were formed to aid the sheriff in searching the local, sorry, I can't read my own writing, the local forests and swamps, but none of them found anything. All the while, dogs kept dying. Over the next month, 12 dogs were killed. Footprints in the snow were seen to have long, heavy claw marks. Nobody could identify what they were. Local people reported seeing a dark-coated, cat-faced creature between 3 and 5 feet long and between 90 and 150 pounds. It was the size of a large dog. The beast's cry sounded like that of a baby or a woman in distress, but was most definitely of an inhuman nature. Hunters flocked in from miles around to bag the cryptid. So many hunters came in that the local population more than doubled. The hunters even brought dogs as bait. Sorry about that, washing machine. They even brought dogs as bait. One of these dogs was dragged off into the swamp by the creature, within earshot of a nearby hunting party, but they could do nothing to save the dog. No large cat description fit this creature precisely. Many theories were bandied about, but none of them quite fit the thing correctly either. One veterinarian posed the theory that it was an escaped watchdog on some kind of possibly rabid, bloodlust-fueled killing spree. Many turned to humor, and the local theater owner, who was also the mayor of the town, ran the movie The Big Cat, a 1949 action movie about a puma. He took out newspaper ads boasting viewers could see the cat on his screen in Technicolor. The cryptid nearly attacked a woman, but her scream seemed to stop the creature. Her husband ran outside and the thing ran off. The woman described the cryptid as a big mountain lion. Later, examining the tracks, it was noted that there were 2 sets of tracks. This prompted one local newspaper to theorize that the vampire may have a mate. Eventually, the sheriff called off the great hunt, and the hunters all went home. The sheriff noted multiple incidents where the hunters had become annoying and were dangerous. Apparently, not everybody practices safety in the woods. Local newspapers ran headlines indicating the vampire beast had won. Soon thereafter, a 35-pound bobcat was killed, along with a similar-sized cat, which was possibly a leopard or ocelot. People figured one or both of them were the beast. Then, people began finding pigs and chickens which had been violently killed. The beast was back. Almost 1 year to the month after the original beast attacks, the attacks stopped. Livestock continues to be attacked. Don't mistake that. But they are identified as normal losses to standard local predators. There wasn't anything unusual about them. Every fall since 2009, thousands of people converge on Bladenboro to celebrate this mysterious cryptid. They even have a mascot, a person costumed as the Beast of Bladenboro. He's affectionately named Bob, B-O-B. Yeah. Not the rapper, mind you, It never fails to amaze me how many people will try and make money off of horrific tragedies. If one of my dogs was mutilated by some creature that drank its blood, the last thing I'm doing is elevating it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do whatever I can to turn that creature into the centerpiece and main course at a barbecue. I'm not from North Carolina, but I consider our pets as family, and if a pack of critters starts targeting them, I'm going to start stacking dead critters, just saying. But that's just me. I don't know how you folks feel about your dogs, but we love our animals. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. There is a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. When the police detective, who happens to be a skinwalker squirrel, uncovers a plot by a paranormal perpetrator, he has to enlist the aid of his fellow housemates. If you enjoy a modern, quirky take on historical mythology, check out my new original novel, The House Off Farrago Road.